Battle is sponsored by Blue Chew.
You're giving me blue balls, Death Battle. Blue balls!
Even when you're stuck indoors for ages, we all know having a good time in bed makes life better.
Blue Chew is here to help increase your performance and add that extra dose of confidence.
What the fuck?
Like the color blue.
First you give me an ad for alcohol, then you want me to go to school, and now you want me to have an erection. What the fuck is wrong with you, Death Battle?
2000年の歴史を刻み受け継がれてきた恐るべき暗殺剣があった。その名を北斗神拳。天空に連なる7つの星のもと一子相伝の北斗神拳をめぐって悲劇は繰り返される。
Hey everybody, I'm SpectralStar and welcome back to another death battle. And today we've got my man Todoroki versus, what's his name? Oh yeah, Prince Zuko of the Fire Nation. What a legend that guy is, actually, because Airbender was like one of my favorite series growing up watching Nickelodeon. Well, I wasn't really growing up. I was kind of an adult already when I started watching it, but it's such a good show, you know, that I think it appeals to all ages. My Hero Academia, most recently got into that. Love Deku and all the characters, All Might especially. There isn't really a character that I hate in My Hero Academia, so it's really cool. It's a really good, show. It's a really good anime. It's probably the successor to all the great animes that were out in the past, like One Piece and Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. So, you know, it's carrying the torch. So many people say it's carrying the torch. So it's awesome that it is still going on and stuff. So that's really cool. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it, because it should be a fun battle. Now, it's kind of weird that Todoroki, and I'm going to go ahead and start the video here.
This episode of Death Battle is
Yes,
brought to
sell
you by
beer to
Miller
the
Lite.
lads,
The world is
to the
obviously a bit
children's.
strange right now.
But beer makes it better, like an ice cold.
Yeah,
delicious
it's kind of
Miller Lite.
strange
Cheers to
that they would
staying safe,
put Prince
keeping in
Zuko
touch,
up
and great
against
tasting beer.
Miller Lite. Great
Todoroki,
taste with only 96
because, I mean,
calories and 3.2
one can bend
carbs.
fire and one
However,
can
you and your friends
use
are
fire
enjoying
at
Miller
will.
Time this summer, you can have the original
Honestly, I'm
light beer
thinking
delivered
Todoroki's
by
going to
going
win.
to
It's kind of,
MillerLite.com/battle.
it feels one-sided. I mean,
To find
Todoroki
some
also has the
options
powers
near
of
you.
ice, you know, because he was an arranged marriage between
96 calories and 3.2
his
carbs
fire
per 12
father, the
ounces.
#2 hero, and his ice mother, which ended up going crazy and burning his face. I guess that's the reason that they're
For all
fighting.
those cool anime
The
heroes
scars
out
on their
there,
faces and the
there's bound to be
ability to
plenty
use fire.
with
I don't know.
nasty daddy issues.
You mean like you?
Don't be silly, Wiz. I'm not an anime character. Like
Aw.
Prince Zuko, the firebending hunter of the Avatar, The Last Airbender.
And Shoto Todoroki, the prodigal son of fire and ice from My Hero Academia.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Really cool
And
characters.
it's our job to
Really
analyze
cool.
their weapons, armor,
Zuko
and
has
skills
the
to find
best
out who
character
would win
development
a death battle.
in the last Airbender
Water,
history.
Earth,
Forget
fire,
Legend of Korra.
air. The four elemental nations
Zuko's
once
got the
coexisted
best character
peacefully.
development. I just put my
Then
contacts in.
everything changed
My
when the
eyeballs
Fire Nation attacked.
irritating me
Yeah,
right
the
now.
cranky old Fire Lord went and conquered basically the whole world.
And 100 years later, the equally powerful Master of Fire Ozai continued that tyranny.
Ozai,
Many
voiced by
believed his rule would one day
Luke
pass to either
Skywalker.
his daughter Azula or his son.
And that
Zuko.
crazy bitch,
Yeah,
Azula.
Fire
Oh
Dad
my
was
god,
way
she's
too ego
nuts.
crazy for that. He drove Azula mad, even though he did clearly favor her. Poor little Zuko got screwed over from the beginning.
Sorry,
Can
it's
you
adjusting
imagine
my
your dad saying
contact.
that while your
I
sister
didn't want
was
you guys to
born
see it.
lucky,
It's pretty gross,
you
I
were
hear.
just
You
lucky
know.
to be born.
I can't imagine my dad saying anything to me.
Oh, right. Well, despite this, Zuko
You know
was
what?
desperate to prove
I watched
himself.
the
What a fine
pre-fight
work ethic.
But he
videos
screwed
on
up
this.
by talking out a turn
and
in a big boy meeting. So naturally,
Isn't
his dad
Sarge
took him
from Red
aside,
vs. Blue
sat him down, and
Boomstick's
taught him the
dad, or did we
importance
just
of respecting others?
write that out?
Oh wait, just kidding. He burned his friggin' face off. Holy shit!
Oh,
With
there we
his new
are.
scar came a new mission. Zuko would hunt
Iroh.
down the elusive Avatar,
Uncle Iroh.
one threat to his nation's rule, to prove himself to his father and regain his
God, I
honor.
love the voice
Which
actor
is
for
just a
Iroh.
nice
I
way
can't
of
remember,
saying he was banished
but he
so
was
he
on
could never
Conan
come
the
back.
Barbarian and stuff back
Just
in the day.
like my dad didn't.
Though, frankly, Zuko did have the talent and training he needed to capture someone even as powerful as the Avatar.
Damn right, he's
Uncle
a fighting
Iroh.
pro. The dude's strong enough to
Gets
shatter
all
metal
buff and
chains with a
shit.
kick. He's super skilled with martial arts, dual swords, and oh yeah, firebending.
As a firebender,
He just
Zuko
never was the
harnesses
same
light
after
of
the new
sun
voice
to
actor
summon
took over for
flames from
Iroh.
thin air. Wherever
I
fire
don't know,
remains
I
a
just-
light in an area that's not too cold, he can manipulate or bend it to his will.
I just
I
miss
mean,
him.
if I had to pick between swirling water around,
I'm sure
tossing a
all
few
of us
rocks,
are
or farting hot
Bender
air all the
fans
time,
miss
I would
the
definitely
original
go
Uncle
with
Iroh.
firebending. It literally means you're a living flamethrower.
Plus,
Not
it's
to say anything
surprisingly
bad about the
versatile. Aside
original
from
guy,
simply
he was really
creating,
good
launching, and
too.
moving flames, firebending can be used to heat objects.
But he just
melt
wasn't,
through
you
ice
know,
prisons, and
the Uncle
even
Iroh
defy
that we remember.
gravity.
Is that guy flying with fire?
That's the part where Mark
Awesome.
Hamill
How does that
and,
even work?
Well, for
Mark
every
Hamill
action, there is
voiced
an
the-
equal and opposite reaction. Newton's third law. By creating a rapid series of explosions an inch or so away from the palm,
Voiced the
air in between the hand
king of the
and
Fire Lord
is
Nation.
launched toward the user, thereby
The Emperor,
creating
whatever they
propulsion.
called him.
Yeah, firebending isn't just about creating fire. It's about creating a bunch of it. So Zuko can make large, long-lasting walls of flame to protect himself and keep enemies
Sister
at a
had
distance.
the friggin'
That
blue
stuff's
fire,
hot,
which
you
is
know.
hotter.
Yeah,
the lightning.
It's fire. You know, I've actually rigged up my arm to replicate the technique of firebending.
Oh, here we
Dummy,
go.
If you'd please.
Another test. How thrilling.
Oh,
Now,
the dummy.
this isn't as simple as just
Back.
pointing and shooting. Firebenders fuel their flames with their own breath. And using it at all requires a fierce understanding of martial arts.
What are you trying to do, the Macarena?
Zuko's favorite form, the dancing dragon, draws primarily
I would
from
totally do
northern
the
Shaolin
Macarena
Kung
right
Fu.
now because I've done it my
That's a
whole life
Chinese
just because I
martial
think it's
art that's
hilarious.
all about agility,
But I'm gonna hold
stances,
myself
and
back.
aggressive attacks. A perfect mix of speed and strength.
Like this. Whoa!
Whiz.
100 likes and I'll do the Macarena and upload it.
Anyway,
don't
the
care.
fire that benders like
I will.
Zuko can generate is extremely hot, capable of melting through a cast iron door hot. This would need to be over 1200 degrees Celsius.
And while
pretty
Sozin's
hot.
comet was boosting his powers, Zuko's uncle Iroh blasted apart the giant outer wall of Ba Sing Se. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Until Iroh comes a knocking.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the thickest wall I've ever seen. Second only to the emotional walls between me and my dad.
Even without Sozin's comet,
Which is
only
Sarge
appears
from
once
Red
every
vs.
100
Blue,
years,
right?
Zuko has more than enough fire.
Does anybody else remember that?
Building.
Am I the only one
That's
that
no
remembers
laughing
that?
matter for any person or building.
He's even quick enough to catch lightning.
I mean, that
and
was like
use
2
his
seasons
fire
ago, wasn't
powers
it?
To redirect it wherever he wants it to go.
I don't think he has to worry about
Suck it,
lightning.
Dad. Oh,
So-
shoot, wait, did he just shoot his dad with lightning?
His dad should be
quest for
proud,
the
shouldn't he?
Avatar led him down
I mean-
a different path than he expected. Inspired by his kind uncle and the Avatar himself, he joined the heroes on a new journey, one of self-discovery.
Yeah,
Yeah,
turns
he's
out he
never
didn't
generated
need his
lightning.
dad's approval after all.
He can
just
redirect it.
needed to approve himself. Now that's character development.
Zuko's definitely
Zuko's
had
got
a heated redemption arc, and now that
great
he's the Fire
character
Daddy,
development, too.
Lord, Fire Lord, his honor keeps
The
burning
best.
brighter.
The best.
Crushing on Zuko.
What? No.
I mean, Todoroki's got great character development too. But my God, Zuko was so well written.
Zuko here.
Why didn't they just use an evil Zuko?
Welcome to a world where the supernatural is natural, where more than 80% of the population possesses superhuman abilities known as quirks.
And because everyone loves to game a system, there's a superhero
What would your quirk be?
leaderboard. At the very top of it stands
I'd like to
the
know.
ultimate hero, All Might.
All Might's feats and reputation were incredible, a true symbol of peace for everyone. That is, everyone except the hero perpetually stuck at rank number 2.
That's Endeavor, and he vowed to surpass All Might. But his literal firepower was just never enough.
But if he couldn't do it himself, he would vicariously through his own heir. Thus, he made the desperate decision to arrange a quirk marriage.
Yeah, the quirk
Basically,
marriage.
he paid a family off to get a wife with an ice quirk and popped out kids until he got the right quirk combo.
So
Gross.
strange.
Like I need a shower.
After
Yeah,
4
he's a weird
attempts,
dude.
they finally spawned the child he was looking for.
I mean, arranged
Shoto
marriages-
Todoroki.
were a
half
thing
cold,
back in the
half
day,
hot.
so. But
Literally,
this is
right
still
side's
kind of
ice
just
like his mom,
weird.
and left
Like
side's
these
fire
days,
like
it's
his
just
dad.
it's a weird
Endeavor
thing.
quickly separated young Todoroki from his supposed
Once again, very good character development.
training him to become the most powerful hero in history.
Surprise! Things didn't
Oh, yeah.
go so well.
Instead
He
of the
drove
father
Shoto's
giving the
mom
scars, the
totally
mom.
insane until she broke.
Pouring boiling water on her son's left side.
That's
Because
crazy.
it reminded her too much of him.
Okay, this is getting super heavy for a colorful cartoon about superpowers and frog people.
Fortunately,
I love
Todoroki never truly
that
fell
character.
for his father's disgusting manipulation.
Forgot her
He
name.
attended
Man, that's so
UA High
bad.
School, a hero academy,
I've been doing a lot
and
of
worked to
studying,
use his
so
power
a lot
for
of
good.
stuff has
But
been pushed
just
out.
his mom's power.
A
Why
lot of
use
stuff.
fire when you can stick it to the man? The man being a big scary fire dad over there.
The
Anyone else
beard and
notice his
mustache.
facial hair is made of fire? How does that work?
From his right side, Todoroki can summon intense bouts of cold, freezing the air or even creating massive glaciers.
See, I
of
think
ice.
this is
Talk
where
about
Zuko is
overkill.
screwed.
And like a good edgy teen, Shoto named this super iceberg something badass. Heaven-piercing ice wall. Oh, you can just
pretty cool
taste
name.
the self-loathing.
Oh, hello, ad.
Do you know about the ETSU Advantage? Choosing to
No, I
attend
don't.
ETSU guarantees you a quality education.
I do
at a
not.
reasonable price.
And I don't care!
He can create sheets of ice to slide on or propel himself forward as if riding a Healy. While he can't manipulate the ice after he's launched it, he has extremely precise control over its initial release. He can even freeze opponents so thoroughly that
he
they are
freeze him by
frozen
the
both
dick?
inside and
Looked like he
out,
freezed him by the dick.
effortlessly
He
causing
had his
crisis
hand
and
firmly gripped
shattering
on the
body
dick,
parts.
and he was like,
Seriously,
freeze,
that's
dick!
So dark. It's chilling. Talk about having a cold shoulder.
But Todoroki has a problem. While he is highly resistant to cold, he's not immune.
Here I am. Guess I'll die.
Oh, I won't be needing you this time.
Genuine joy.
Casting too much
Did-
ice
really?
from his
Was it
right
genuine?
side will cause his body temperature to drop until he falls unconscious, potentially even suffering frostbite.
I mean, it takes freezing an entire building before side effects even start to show up, so it's not all. Why'd you even make the stupid robot?
That's
Yeah,
why
seriously.
Endeavor chose to mix ice with fire. See, he had the same problem with his own fire quirk, but with cold and hot combined, they could counter each other's weaknesses.
Thankfully, Shoto met a friend who helped show him that his fire wasn't his father's, it was his own.
Deku.
You tell him, Deku. Finally, the full power of Icy Hot was unleashed.
Icy
You think you
Hot.
can help my back? Just hurts from carrying the show.
While he's much less proficient with fire given his lack of experience with it, this half of his quirk is identical to Endeavor's. His fire is hot enough to melt Tetsu Tetsu, whose body can turn to steel, which means it can reach temperatures over 1600 degrees.
He can blast fire like a raging inferno.
So maybe it's
or
hotter,
walls
it's a little
of flame
hotter
to
than
block
Zuko's
off
fire.
areas and use his evil dad's signature technique, flash fire.
Flash fire is a method of compressing flame under super hot temperatures before releasing it in a single strike. Endeavor can also shape his fire, use it to cling to walls, and fly.
But even if he is a huge dick, Endeavor was kinda right. Fire and ice combined.
Don't worry,
for both
Todoroki, you
works
can just
at their
freeze your
best.
dad's dick.
Shoto's one of the best in his class. Taking
Talk
hits
about
from
blue
a tank
balls.
like Deku, fighting top-tier foes like
Bad
Stain,
case of 'em.
and keeping up with classmates like Bakugo and Tokoyami, who can block Kaminari's electricity.
And while he's often criticized for relying too much on his quirk, Todoroki is incredibly smart and a quick thinker, reading and setting traps for his opponents in the blink of an eye.
And after all that craziness, he finally patched things up with his mom, and somehow even inspired his dad to try and be a better person. What a
Well, I'll
nice
be.
story. I wish he could inspire my dad too. Not Mama, though. She's already perfect.
Well on his way to becoming a
is your mom?
successful hero, Shoto Todoroki no longer fights in spite of his father, but for himself and the sake of others.
I'd like to know who Boomstick's mom is.
I wanted to. I'll be a hero.
I'll be a hero.
All
need a
right, the bets
hero.
are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, let me tell you about Blue Chew.
Another
This
ad?
episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Blue Chew.
You're giving me blue
Remember when you
balls,
were
Death
always
Battle.
ready to
Blue
go?
balls!
Even when you're stuck indoors for ages, we all know having a good time in bed makes life better.
Blue Chew is here to help increase your performance and add that extra dose of confidence.
What
That's
the
blue,
fuck?
Like the color blue.
First
Blue
you
Chew
give me an
brings you the
ad for
first chewable with the
alcohol,
same
then you want me to go to
FDA-approved
school, and now you want me to have an erection. What the fuck is wrong with you, Death Battle?
And they get even worse work twice as fast as a pill. How convenient.
Blue Chew is prescribed online by
Why?
licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor's office or wait in line in the
Oh man,
pharmacy.
I can get an
And it's
erection
shipped right
without
to your door in a
seeing the
discreet
doctor?
package.
That
Just
sounds
in
like
case
a heart
you're
attack
awkward
waiting to
about it
happen
like
if I'm
this
80.
here.
I don't
Hey,
know.
No big deal.
Hey, my pecker, it won't stand on its own. Hey, give me some of that Blue Chew, Granny. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, look at my erection grow. This is gross. Oh, shit. Jesus, what the hell happened to my armpits? It took a shit.
Promo code BATTLE to try it for free.
Look like they took a shit. Must be putting too much bleach in my friggin'... Not bleach, but... I don't know. Why would I put bleach on colored clothes? That's stupid. Would you like a pizza, sir? It's me at the pizzeria. Okay, good job.
You'll pay for that.
No, wait. I'm not the bad guy here. I mean, not anymore.
Your actions say otherwise.
Scarface versus Scarface.
Fire, like my father.
Uh-oh.
I'll prove I'm better than both of you.
Don't let your rage get the better of you, Todoroki.
What's the matter? Melting under pressure?
So he's... Okay, at least he's going to use fire.
He's just...
Like me.
The voice acting is pretty good, I gotta say. Jesus. I love the friggin' katas and the stances in Avatar, man. They're awesome to watch.
No, my cabbages!
Oh, the Cabbage Man! Yeah! Oh my god, that was a long-running joke.
You could obviously block it, but not this.
Yeah, that's...
It's over.
The heaven-piercing horseshit. Good animation. And Todoroki looks weird, though. Got a weird
I don't
sprite.
care how much power you have. I know who I am. I will win!
They probably had to create that sprite.
Then I'll have to go beyond.
Do you Goku? This is what it's like to freeze further beyond. Well, that's it. Goodbye.
I am the Fire Lord. I will win this for my honor!
Uh-oh. God. Yeah. Yep. I knew that was going to happen. I mean, I think we all kind of knew that, sadly.
Apologies.
Now that's good animation right there. Oh my god. I know it's... I think it was 3D.
Okay, talk about cool as hell. That was epic.
Broke his face apart.
Grieving here. Both Todoroki and Zuko held solid advantages over the other. Zuko's martial arts, athleticism, and lightning-fast reflexes meant that if he could get close to Todoroki, he could likely end the fight pretty quick.
But Shoto's no slouch. The guy may be better at long range, but he's been in scraps before. Like with the super fast, super deadly hero killer Stain. And with all that ice popping up everywhere and his own super sliding and boosting skills, Shoto made it hard for Zuko to get close for long.
Plus, the speed difference wasn't all that drastic. Todoroki's fellow student Tokoyami's Dark Shadow blocked Kaminari's electricity after it had been fired. Quirks are not magic, and there are very few ways for electricity to travel through the air. Lightning is essentially an ionized path that electricity travels through. Kaminari's quirk
I really
must
do love
use
the stuff that
same
Death
method.
Battle teaches you.
Dark Shadow blocked Kaminari, Bakugo dodged Dark Shadow, and Todoroki can match
This was
Bakugo
totally
in a fight.
one-sided,
Bada bing,
though.
bada boom. That's lightning fast reflexes, baby.
While Zuko certainly had more control over fire, Todoroki could easily repel his firebending with his own flames, not to mention the clear difference in temperature. Zuko
Yep.
may be skilled
They
with fire,
mentioned
but
that.
he's not immune to it. nor did he have any reliable counter for fast and massive ice attacks.
We don't even need to bust out the calculator for this one, Wiz. That stadium is circled by a 4-kilometer track. That's huge! And the edgy ice wall covered almost half of it in less than a second. Zuko didn't have that kind of power spread.
Yes, I know fire melts ice, but not instantly when it comes to gigantic glaciers. Plus, firebending becomes much more difficult in cold temperatures. Sure, Zuko's melted through ice prisons before, but only ones where he could still move or at least breathe. Remember, firebending requires breath and movement. When Azula was trapped in an ice prison so compact she couldn't move or breathe, she was helpless.
But like, Shoto could just freeze over
The dick
Zuko's
freeze.
insides anyway.
I swear it's a
no
dick
way
freeze.
he was surviving that.
Zuko might have been an admirable bender and adorable fan favorite, but Todoroki's overwhelming ice, versatile defense, and incredible power were just too much to handle.
Zuko aimed for success, but his opponent Shoto put him on ice.
The winner is Shoto Todoroki.
The pun.
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle.
Hi, Chad.
Come back next week to see previews of our upcoming matchups. If you want to watch more stuff, you can click the boxes right around
His
here.
hair looks
And you
great.
can always pick up some DB merch at store.roosterteeth.com.
Okay, what's going on? What's happening? Okay, the Flash versus Sonic. Really? Archie Sonic? Okay. Well, guys, there you have it. I mean, that was totally one-sided, right? I mean, we all knew that was going to happen. I mean, at least with, like, Beerus versus Sailor Galaxia, at least there's an element of unknown to it. Well, I mean, unless you're, like, a hardcore Sailor Moon / Dragon Ball fan, you know, and I'm not. I'm a hardcore Dragon Ball fan, but I only watched Sailor Moon when I was younger, so... But anyways, yeah, I've watched both of these series. I think I'm up to date on My Hero Academia. I'm not sure. I usually watch it at the gym when I go walking, and it's a really good show. Really good show. It makes the time pass very quickly, and so get to watch it. And I get to enjoy it. But yeah, that was a pretty cool death battle. I guess Wally West versus Archie Sonic next time. I think Sonic's going to win this one, but then again, it's the Flash, so how can the Flash lose any death battle, honestly? Like, all he has to do is go back in time and change something, right? He could go back in time and kill Superman as a baby if he wanted to. I mean, he won. Boom, he wins there. I mean, how can anyone beat the Flash? But anyways, I'm SpectralStar. Hope you enjoyed this. Omae wa mo. Kodoku.
I don't care how much power you have. I know who I am. I will win!